Mr. Chairman, thanks to all the witnesses that are here today. I want to start with you, Ms. Jones. I love your story. I'm inspired by your story, and I want to applaud you for the achievements that you've made to overcome your circumstances. You said this, you said you refused to let your circumstances determine who you were. That's very inspiring to hear. As you work harder, I think I know the answer to this, as you work harder in your businesses, as you begin to achieve more, do you want to reap more of those rewards, or would you like to see the government take more of that out of your pocket?
I want to keep my money, personally. I want to see people do the same thing I did. As a person that grew up with a family of 13, I want to see everybody in Las Vegas build just like I did.
Yeah, I think you're a person that believes in personal responsibility. And by the way, that's what the One Big Beautiful Bill believes in too, is personal responsibility and giving more of the taxpayer dollars back to them. How many of you think those dollars we're talking about here actually belong to the government? Does anybody think that?
Not me.
It looks unanimous here that everybody agrees the taxpayer dollars belong to the taxpayer themselves. So Ms. Jones, I want to come back to you about personal responsibility. That means good choices lead to good consequences, bad choices lead to bad consequences. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
What kind of choices did you make to go from, as you termed it, poverty to prosperity?
I learned in my community, it was okay to be at home. It was okay to live on other people's dime. And I chose different. I wanted more. I did the research. When I was having children, when I was trying to build a family, it was normal to be on welfare. I started working for Citibank in a corporate office. And everybody kept asking me, why do you drive so far? Because I wanted more.
You decided in yourself, instead of looking to government, you looked in the mirror and said, I'm going to make my dreams a reality, didn't you?
Absolutely.
And that's what we're trying to do through the One Big Beautiful Bill. I want to come down to Mr. Rona. Mr. Rona, you and I talked before this hearing. We talked about the fact that I also was a server, and I remember 30 years ago working in Mercado Mexican Cafe in Tyler, Texas. The lessons I learned during that time period, I learned how to communicate, how to listen, how to work under pressure, how to solve problems, how to take blame for things that weren't my fault, and also take blame for things that were my fault along the way. Are you learning those same kind of lessons?
I've learned it over a lifetime of working in restaurants.
Yeah, I was surprised just a second ago. Mr. Horsford said, when talking about the no tax on tips provision, he said, quote, it's not going to really give the relief. He said that. But here's what the numbers would say.
Will you yield?
I will not
Well,
yield.
you used my name, so...
Yeah. That's exactly what you said,
No,
and I wrote it down as you said it.
It's not permanent relief, is what I said.
Let's just look at the next couple of years. So even in this next year, Mr. Rona, you and your wife are both servers. If you take advantage of the full $25,000 and assume a 20% income tax rate, you're going to have $5,000 back in your pocket in the next year. Is that real money to you?
That's real money.
Would you rather that the people at this table decide what to do with that money and who else to give it to, or would you rather keep that in your own pocket and to make your dreams a reality with that $5,000?
I think I'm better at spending my money.
Yeah, I do too. I absolutely do think that you're better at spending your own money, the money that you worked hard for, the money that you made good choices for, rather than the people at this dais, even the people on my side of the aisle. As well-intentioned as we are, I think we get it wrong way more often than individuals do back at home. I'd rather see them have their money back. I'm going to end in this last minute by moving on to the Yesco folks. Mr. Byington, I want to come back to you because the Yesco story, we are here in this great warehouse where you guys have produced lots of great product over more than 100 years for individuals in this country. And I hearken back to the story where Thomas Young Sr. moved to the United States from England because of tough times there, and his father was a coal miner, but he saw in his son a dream of being an artist, and he gave him a $300 loan, and as a result of that, 100 years later, many, many people are employed, many, many products and services are being provided. This is the American dream. Following your passions, taking risks, working hard, investing your own money in your own future instead of depending on government and seeing it pay off just like Yesco has seen it pay off. You mentioned earlier, a couple of quotes I want to mention. If you want it, hustle and work hard, you will be rewarded. We are giving people hope. This is what you said about the one big beautiful bill. And finally, you said the harder you work, the more you will be rewarded. Sir, you seem to have been carrying that banner that started 100 years ago at YESCO truly and faithfully. I want to give you the last word to comment on what's been said today and to remind the American people it's their money, and if they work hard, they should be rewarded.
Thank you. Well, fortunately, I'm able to work for a company, Miss Moore from Wisconsin, that gives back to their employees. This company does. Yes, this company does. These owners, they don't drive fancy cars, fancy houses. They believe in America, and they believe in the American people, and they reward us for us. And then this is a company, the harder you work, the harder you can rise. Sky's the limit. It's an amazing company, and it's a company that's family first. That's the main reason I work for this company, because other than profits and everything else, they do put family first. And I've been a testament to that, and I've felt that. So I want to thank them. You know, I guess maybe some other people aren't fortunate to work for us companies as good as I do. But I'm fortunate that way. They do give back to their employees. Whatever tax breaks these people get, they give back to us.
Thank you, Mr.
So,
Chairman.